video is brought to you by me! I'm launching a Kickstarter in September and I need your help. Please click the link in the description and click on the Notify Me on Launch button. I know it's annoying to ask, but the world is run on algorithms now, and if we hit 500 followers, I've been told that the Kickstarter algorithm will just give us free promotions. More info later in the video, but thank you in advance. Click on the Notify Me on Launch button. Do it now. No.
Once Oliver told the angels about the two Scarni implying threats, the angels moved to the lumber mill, since they knew of two of the guys known as Banny Harker and Ebor Thorn. Though the angels expected resistance in their task, Renrua simply made a deal with the men to service them after Thistletop if they would not extort the Pillbug's pantry. Eager for deals, Banny and Ebor also offered to make a siege weapon for the attack on Thistletop. After negotiating to make a customized light catapult with assistance from myself, Evan, and Uxio, Banny agreed to complete this task for us for the 1,000 gold missive. Upon delivering the good news, Oliver rewarded the two Numerian bombs on display, and Renrua bought some potions for the party.
All that was left to do was gather and train some conscripts while waiting for reinforcements to go attack Thistletop. In spite of Sodan's difficulties in the initial recruitment drive, Shaylee's advice helped to secure the support of the local angels of Urstel, led by Smokey, who bears great power. While troops were being recruited, Renrua sought to learn more about a mysterious potion and contacted her mysterious patron. What's all going behind the scenes? Back at the cathedral. Oh, that's me. I wanted to learn about the haunted spike chain I bought. While doing so, I was tempted by Zonkuthon to use the weapon on Nearia. And lastly, the remaining angels worked on building the light catapult and bonded over the course of their endeavor. While bonding at the lumber mill, Bella learned about Banny's affair with Oliver's daughter and had a close discussion with Uxio.
Eventually, Sheriff Baylor returned and was briefed on what happened in his absence and the plan to attack Thistletop. So only after 2 weeks and 3 days from the day of the Swallowtail Festival attack, Sandpoint finally moves to deal with the Thistletop goblins once and for all.
Last time, they have prepped themselves to raiding Thistletop, and to do that, they have purchased a catapult, they have conscripted a bunch of dudes, they have outfitted those dudes, they have recruited an elite unit, they have also gathered various other magical resources and things like that. Is there anything that I've immediately missed? Now, I mentioned Smokey, of course.
Smokey is definitely accounted for.
Anything else?
We need any.
How good of a job did Dawes do with all the stuff?
Let's roll for Dawes' handiwork. Surprisingly, despite the fact that it was kind of a rush job, he made 30 sets of equipment in 2 weeks, which is a damn good turnaround time for as well as this did. He really wants that spot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. And among other things, rapier? The other part of the deal.
Right. So, I'm going to do, this thing where you guys are, on a nearby hill and you're looking down at the fort. There's, a small camp and you guys are setting up. And it's like that scene before the fight in a movie where they all, go to the general and group up or whatever. The one thing that happens is Dawes is there and he's like, you got the best equipment, my best work, yeah. And, of course, he snaps his fingers, a guy comes over with an ornate box.
Oh, man.
And they flip it open, and this is where I'm going to roll for how well he did on your sword. You open it up, and inside is a beautiful... I don't know why I rolled my tongue there. It is a beautiful +1 cold iron Goblin Bane rapier.
Whoa!
I was not expecting
Ranrua,
this.
you
good sir.
gave blood for this? I don't remember.
Dang, that is a good weapon. That's way better than we were expecting.
It's definitely a beautiful piece.
Wow. I did not expect you to make that much with that dog slicer, right?
Yeah, there's a couple other little things that I threw in, yeah. Now, we,
Oh,
Down, boy.
just, you know, you promised us prime location in Thistletop. I can't wait to get in there and just see what's available.
wow. Well, I definitely appreciate your work on this. And this is apparently Goblin Bane?
Yeah, I put in anti-goblin. Okay, rune magic is a completely different thing in this setting, but it's got like inscriptions. Goblin doesn't have a written language, but if it did, it would say
That's
like
what it is.
it would say like you goblins. What would you like to name this sword?
Oh, jeez.
Name the sword, Ranrua.
It is a Goblin Bane weapon.
I know it's a Goblin Bane weapon, but... I would say, considering it's cold iron, I would call it cold logic.
Ooh, that's a good
Yeah.
name.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's a really
Yeah.
good name.
Yes, and with that, I make sure to hand the man the 40 gold pieces that were needed to make that cold iron.
This is thank you, but it's unnecessary. But he still takes the money anyway.
Still, I want to make sure you are well stocked there, because that's a good bit of cold iron.
We'll make sure that our sheriff has the finest weapon in Sandpoint. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The blade feels weightless in your hands as you put it at your hip.
My thanks again.
He gives a polite bow. As you guys are having your meeting, you essentially gather all the lieutenants in the area. So, Shaylee, Smokey, Sheriff Hemlock, Amiko, Zerdan, Uxio, Bella, and Hecht. You guys are essentially just setting up your stuff. Time passes.
Okay, so phase 1, we have to clear the forest area somewhat,
Okay.
just to make sure we don't have guards coming on us.
Yep.
Phase 2, the group over here, which is Ranrua, Shaylu, Smokey, and Smokey's Rangers,
Mm-hmm.
go up to the bridge and they make themselves known, either by firing volleys or whatnot, so that the fort knows that they're there and will hopefully convince Kurovis that this is the plan, this is the distraction group he thinks we're sending.
Mm-hmm.
Once the goblins are after them, they follow back along the trail to the kill box here. To the side of the kill box, we've got the conscripts with Sheriff Hemlock commanding them, standing by. Once the goblins are in this area, the distraction group turns around and they open fire. Meanwhile, the remaining members of the party are hidden off to the side, and once the goblins are in, they'll come in to flank to prevent retreat.
Okay. No, that's a really cool strat. Let's see if it works.
Then the next phase involves sieging the castle itself.
Yep,
Alright.
which includes getting the catapult up to one of those clearings that were more along the river, I guess you could say, in order to have it use the scatter shot to threaten the major points with the archers.
Okie dokie. So, what's the plan going in? You guys are the clearing team, right? You're gonna clear out the forest first,
Ooh.
or
Yep. We're gonna.
I'm-
Well, we don't know if there's anyone in the forest, but we're gonna have to clear it out if we want our plan to go successful.
Mhm.
Right.
And Shaylee, was there any other reports about what the goblins were doing out here aside from the occasional patrol?
So obviously you guys scouted the area because you're not big fat dummies. You learned that there are goblin refugees from other clans hiding in the forest. The Nettlewoods are just occupied by a whole bunch of goblins that are just overflowed from the other clans. Shaylee suspects that because of this, essentially Thistletop is full to bursting with actual people, so any other runoff goblins are outside right now. Technically speaking, Shaylee points out, and you guys bump your heads together and realize this, killing these goblins would not break your oath to Kurovis.
Mhm.
If we were intent on keeping it.
Yeah. The other thing is it also doesn't break your plan.
Right.
Alright.
You guys get to what is called the Thistle Tunnels. A 4-foot-high tunnel winds through a dense briar and nettles. The floor is hard-packed earth, with patches of wiry plants growing stubbornly here and there. You see a tunnel leading into the nettlewoods.
I just thought those were fallen logs when we saw them on the map. I didn't realize it was a tunnel. That's gonna be a pain in the butt for everyone.
Well, how easy does it seem to cut through the plants?
Large creatures, such as Smokey, must crawl to navigate the tunnels. Bipedal medium creatures can navigate through them by stooping and hunkering over.
How does that work for Ranrua?
How does that work
Oh,
for the
shit.
ship?
Ranrua can fit into medium... that's actually a thing with Lamia, is that she can fit into medium spaces. She just takes up 2 of them.
So she'll probably be in the back, since that's a good spot for her as a sorcerer to begin with, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think-
Alright.
Bella's probably going to be up front.
Alright. Would you all
And
like me to roll perception then?
if you would, please.
Yes, please do.
Alright.
As you cross into the nettlewoods, you realize that the stickers and brushes are going to be very, very tricky to navigate. And because of that, these are like small goblin-sized like tunnels and small clearings. You can hack and slash your way through the foliage here, this green stuff. You can try to get through it to like force your way through a hedge maze, or your perception realized that if you had any kind of woodsy, like druidish magic, you can essentially use freedom of movement to go through it.
Would a machete being designed for the specific thing give any bonus beyond its normal?
Yeah, actually, since it's designed specifically for it, I'll treat it like a +2 tool.
Sweet. So +2 to survival instead of just +1.
Sir Uxio, before you go any further, pass without trace.
Good call.
Oh.
Nice.
And how many people does that affect?
Only 1.
Shit.
Well,
One creature per level.
Is it per caster level or per paladin level?
It's just per level, so it would be my actual level. So I could
You could give
Technically-
it to 3 other people, yeah.
I shall give it to myself, Bella, and Uxio.
Alright. Alright. Here comes the survival roll to clear out the stuff that would slow us down.
All right. You have cut down the tunnel needed to get in here, and essentially speaking, now that you're in, like, it'll be pretty much a normal-ish forest.
Yeah, because our plan was that we need to clear it this way for the sake of the group that is going to try and lead Korovis back to here.
Well,
But if we only
need-
clear that area, we're probably going to be surrounded ourselves.
So
Yes,
yeah,
we need
I'd
to clear the
say-
rest of it first.
I say we go this way and circle our way around.
Makes sense to me?
Possibly we could have Shaylee, Smokey, and the Rangers go up this way. And then I'd say we could have the conscripts and Sheriff Hemlock stick with the catapult to guard it.
Since each of these is 10 dudes, I'm gonna have them go that way.
Makes sense.
So yeah, we'll put this regiment of Rangers here in the back. Then I think Amiko might be with the party.
Okay,
Probably.
you can have Evan or Amiko.
Evan.
We'll have Amiko go with Shaylee's group then, I think.
Or,
or she can-
I was about to say,
or she-
Ameko could stay with the big old group of conscripts, and then bardic inspiration and inspire courage.
I like that actually, yeah.
Shaylee and Smokey give you a nod as they head off in this direction. And then you guys head off into this direction.
one.
Yep. Give me initiative.
Oh.
Ooh, okay.
If Uxio's gonna lead, then we'll just pretend like the turn starts on Uxio for now.
Yep.
Cool.
That makes sense. All right, so I'm trying to keep it as reasonably paced as possible for if Stuart needs to drop. Oh, you guys sprung a trap on us.
Right.
So,
And
all right, you have reached a fork. There is an east and a west fork. If you would like, give me perception checks.
Perception.
apparently I see a lot.
You actually see more than me for a change.
Yeah, you have ridiculous bonuses.
Yep.
It's not really what you see, it's what you hear. As you get closer to this particular spot, you hear the grumblings of little goblins as they chat, and you suspect they're on the other side of this briar right here. It sounds like a small, like, little bunch of them. At least, let's see, that's a 28. At least a half dozen.
Holy shit. Alright, and...
Perhaps we should stealth and just try to go and kill them.
Well, that's something we can try, but I don't think everyone's proficient in stealthing.
What do you mean? Clank, 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 clank.
But...
To those who have passed without trace, I'll make the DC lower.
Oh.
No, thank you.
Oh, sweet. So it's going to be even lower for me then.
Well, among other things, I will put up my bandana so as to kind of obscure my face and, I don't know, make it not seem like as if they'll recognize me as the deputy, maybe.
I'm going to shift from Falcon to Owl for the sake of stealth, and...
Alright, let's get going, boys.
Oh, rolling for...
Nat 20! Wow!
-1.
Oh, good lord!
You guys, like, move together as a unit, and you like, oh, what the fuck? You just as you stumble through into the entire goblin refugee nest. And that's the fight.
Okay, fine.
Evan draws his weapon and then charges in, not waiting for a moment. No hesitation.
Not bad to hit, just
Ding.
for damage.
Oh, wait, that was a charge, correct. Yes, okay, that is actually a 17, which is enough. He bashes this goblin upside the nose and it falls back. Ah! They all stand up and start screeching at each other to gather their weapons. The first one stands. This goblin stands up and draws a short bow to fire at Eben. Which Eben blocks with his shield. Good for him.
Nice.
And that's why we made sure he had good AC.
This goblin right here draws a slicer, comes forward, and swings at Uxio, of all people.
Gotta be AC 18.
I did not do that.
He does not hit me then.
Ranrua, you're
Or
up.
she.
Okay, I think I'm gonna bring myself back a little bit here. Was it specified that anybody else was carrying those grenades? Because I know I had them.
At the
Oh,
moment,
I
it's-
thought we were saving those for the zombies.
Or at least Nualia.
I don't think it matters, and Ranru is apparently the one holding them.
Yeah, it's Ranrua. What do you guys expect?
Ranrua is
Right.
holding them. You'll need to do a perception check, because this is still kind of foliage and kind of hard to see. To get a clear shot, you would actually need to move over here.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's part of why I asked what I asked in the Roll20 chat. Is she raising herself up?
Yes,
Like, even if you're raising yourself as high as you can, I'll still need a perception check.
fair enough.
There
That's
you go.
fair.
Oh yeah, you're
fair.
way up
20.
there. You can see over.
Well, I don't have a big AoE spell. So
Yet.
I'm just gonna huck the fire grenade at the
The 20-foot
And-
radius one.
right there. 20
Uh,
foot radius?
Yeah, it's
Yep.
20-foot radius.
It's like a
You're gonna wanna-
fireball.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna want to be back a ways, because otherwise you're gonna scorch Evan
Yeah,
and
you know.
Uxio.
And maybe
Right here.
use lightning, maybe-ish.
They're both the same size. It's just different element.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah, but
one's
do you
less
want a
likely
forest
to...
fire?
Yeah, we'll go with the lightning grenade then. Yeet.
Advantage?
Would you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing that.
You might want
We'll
to.
do it. There
All
we
right, you
go.
hit the square. You hit the
That's a
square.
bit
Well
more
done.
reasonable. 5d6 go burr. 23.
Oh, go burr sounds right to me.
You see a flash of as lightning fills the area, scorching the ground and the trees, but otherwise leaves the environment, for the most part, unperturbed.
Zerdan looks back at Ranrua. Really?
I thought we were
He's
saving
here.
those.
They probably know we're here now.
Let's be honest, them knowing we're here doesn't hurt our plan. So is there anything we can't see that got caught in the blast?
Not that you could tell, but there is one goblin right here. That's correct. Zerdan, you're up.
I look at him. Longshanks or not, do you want to live? Then surrender, as I talk to him in linguistics.
Yeah, roll it. The goblin throws his weapons into the air and shouts, "Run away!"
Nope, stay there.
Oh, if he's running away, then...
Yep.
Kill him!
Oh!
It's dead. It's dead, Jim.
It's very dead. Uxio does that like anime shing, puts the sword away, and then it falls in half.
Nice.
Damn.
Bella
Okay.
looks at Sir Dan and goes, "Why are you bothering?"
Well, at least we could have one goblin to figure out what the situation is with these refugees, as in, I don't know, maybe take advantage and possibly have them against the Thistletops for them being out here as opposed to into the safe fort. As I kind of like shrug.
Evan just kind of like puts his sword away. It's like, bro, goblins are goblins. Just kill him, man.
You were not
Okay.
going to negotiate with the lot of them. This was a lot faster. We're not going to waste time here.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind for next time. As I freaking squeeze through and...
You enter the area, and it's still like you could still kind of taste the storm
The
that you
ozone.
unleashed on your.
Yeah. Ozone.
Yeah.
Hey, Ranrua, do you mind handing the grenade over to someone else?
Someone who's probably a little more dexterous.
Okay, now that you mention it. Uxio, do you want rock, paper, scissors for it, or...?
I'll let you be the one to judge it. If we're in a ranged situation, I'm more likely to be using, and he holds up Pseudo's bow.
Good point. Alright then, I'll be holding on to that, and...
She will pass the fire grenade. Go ahead and use it on the sucker bitch.
Well, anyway, one sec, as I kind of carefully take it from Ranrua's hand and proceed to swaddle it in like some alchemical tissues that I have from my kit and just stout accordingly so I can readily access it without it possibly going off accidentally.
Evan comes over here, takes out his sword, and he's like, "Yo, Uxio, help me out, man. I can see the Thistletop from here."
All right. Is this going to be a perception or survival?
Survival. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a token of Evan here with, like, really high vision. Yeah.
All right. Looks like we found our launching point for the catapult. By the way, did any of these goblins have anything special on them, or just crap gear?
Yeah, it's called electrified stuff.
You sift through it, and honestly, the stuff that they got isn't even really worth picking up. And the grenade kind of destroyed the rest of it.
Mm-hmm. Figures.
I swear, Ranrua, if Sudan does such a silly thing again, in this raid, I will smack some sense into him.
I'll not stop you.
It was just an idea.
Gives a stern look at Zerdan. It's more like you were hesitating to kill the goblin. This is a siege. Talking is not the answer here for our enemies.
I am sorry, not everyone is used to killing on sight. Thought the goblin would have realized the situation.
Evan will ask you guys, it looks like we took out a big chunk of them. Do we want to roll in the catapult and set it up now? Or do we want to, like, wave it?
I think we should wait until after we've taken care of the kill box situation.
Well, actually, hold on a bit. If we set it up now, then they could be pelting the fortress during the kill box. That way, we don't have to wait for it to be set up.
Counterpoint, rolling
would
it
be
here is
convenient.
going to leave a very noticeable trail that might tip off the group that we're trying to kill box.
We can just cover it up afterwards.
Let's leave it for now, I think.
Alright.
The plan was to use it for the proper siege, which was after the kill box.
All right. Evan just shrugs. Let's get going.
Yes,
Fair enough.
let's get
So
moving.
I'm not sure if what I'm seeing is because of the hypervision, Evan, but
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you can see your boys.
all right. So, oh yeah, I'll lead the party over to our allies to double check with them.
You guys reach Shaylee, Smokey, and the small bunch of rangers looking down in a giant hole. And they're just kind of talking, and as you guys round the corner, Shaylee gives you like her usual professional nod, and she waves you guys over.
Any particular reason that this hole is so interesting?
She says, "Down there is a bunyip."
Oh,
What?
I only know so much since I heard from local sailors over in Corvosa and such, but yeah, bunyips are aquatic species of beast that can be pretty nasty to run across.
Pretty much, yeah. It's just it's a type of aquatic monster, and it's got a lair down there. And judging by the dragging tracks, she points over, it seems like some goblins have been fed to it lately.
Have we not
Seriously?
use it?
I mean, if we want to cover our own tracks, maybe like if we
God.
if we run into any goblins, we could at the very least make sure that they're not found.
Runner
I
is
kind
gonna
of
point back to
Right.
Runner is gonna point towards where we came from. There's a fresh pile of them.
well, that's going to be a
fresh
lot of
electrocuted
movement.
pile.
Shaylee and the rest of the rangers look at you and nod and said, "We'll go handle it." They run off to dispose of the evidence.
God damn.
Mm-hmm.
Bella's going to take a moment and think, if I'm remembering the map right, the way to the fortress is just over there, and this would be right along the path we want to lead them.
Okay.
Correct.
So,
Do we want to cover up the hole with some brush? Maybe we get lucky, a few goblins fall in it.
hey, Uxio, do you see any tracks along those drag marks?
I'm actually going to say the plan was to lead them down that way, so
And
Oh.
counterpoint, just in case, we might want to not do that because one of our own men could accidentally fall in afterwards.
Fair
Right.
enough.
yes, someone who might be a bit clumsy.
Fair enough. Just thought it was worth mention.
It was a good idea.
Seeing the bunyip's lair and seeing the clear path ahead, you guys decide to continue.
Okay.
All right. You don't want to get spotted at the fort, so
Oh,
Uh-oh.
What?
Get
What
spotted at the
Evan
fort.
sees-
Woof woof.
while we're on that topic, what's the wind condition like in here?
The wind condition?
Yeah, because you're looking at
Unless-
dogs.
Unless the wind is blowing this way, they probably smell burnt, electrocuted bodies.
Oh, that's well, that 2 I rolled earlier says otherwise.
Mm.
Perception as I'm like, oh shit. It's...
Evan's like, "What?" And then like as Evan just kind of saunters forward, you pull him back. And you point out the small patch of goblin dogs.
Ugh.
Evan, you clumsy fool.
You see a small chamber that are covered with matted, wiry fur. There are a bunch of well-known bones that lie scattered across it, and there's a bunch of wooden stakes that have been driven into the nearby walls of this little area.
Oh shit. And I'm guessing some of those stakes have leashes or something attached to the dogs.
Mm-hmm. At the moment, you can see 4 dogs in there.
Hmm. Okay.
We should all
Alright,
just
well-
hit him with the reins things that out of the chained leash length so that we can just take him out without getting harmed.
That's the easy way, yeah. So,
Evan's like, "Yeah,
There's
go
a bit
for it."
Too much stuff in the way.
Evan will
Well-
ready an action with his Ransuer, so that way if anyone comes within range, he'll just stab him.
I shall
Mhm.
also ready in action with the Ransuer.
I already in action with my rapier.
I want to cast magic missile.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do, I'm
Shift
gonna make a duplicate of Evan so you can see ahead.
Okay. Let's go. Magic miss.
And Uxio can peg one with a bow.
Are you both aiming at the same one, or you aiming at?
I'm in
Maybe a different one, hopefully, but
Yeah, I was figuring since it's a bit longer range, I would add
Oh my
aim
god.
further back.
That's
was aiming
2
at
nat
those.
20s.
I was
I
aiming at the
know.
first two.
And max damage.
All right, so here's what happened. Uxio pulls the bow back as far as it can go, fires it. It plows through the first dog and goes through the second one, and like explodes them both in a mass of goblin gore.
I was
Got
not
it, Theo.
expecting my first shot with this bow to do that much.
well, it's a masterwork. It's pretty good.
When they see that happen, they start barking immediately. Holy shit.
As my magic missiles peg the other two.
So you're doing 1 for 3 and 1 for 5?
Yes.
It hits them in the jaw and they yelp, but they're still up.
I don't suppose anyone else has ranged attacks.
Unless you want me to walk up and chuck daggers and shit at them.
Yeah, that's outside my range.
Yeah, Evan's like, holding position, boss.
Alright, so I guess I'm firing again.
Go for it.
Okay, go for this
One
one.
in the back.
Yep.
It drops. Other one
Okay.
barks.
One.
Yeah,
My turn.
right.
And that's gonna be 9 damage to the last goblin dog.
All the goblin dogs are down.
Yay.
There was some furious barking for a second, cut short by a flash of spell and a twang of a bow.
Oh, that was easy.
Thing is going a bit easier than I expected. It actually makes me a bit nervous.
We
Well,
haven't
remember, they're
gotten
probably
to-
all holed up in the fort, so...
Before we get in, we should signal Karovis in some manner.
The signal will be
You.
a group showing up at the bridge and being very obvious about it.
Good
Oh
If
point.
you want, you could use your flare to make a bright light to get attention of all the goblins in the fort once we're in position.
We should still finish clearing the path just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Do we
Which,
have a
for
means-
that purpose, I'm moving up front and I will roll perception.
I think we'll probably dispose of the dogs down the pit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we see the...
eating good tonight?
Mm-hmm. You know what? I'll take care of it. like...
As, I guess as these boys move forward, could I get reflex saves from Uxio and Zerdan, please?
Oh.
Oh boy.
Sprouting from the area, entangling roots.
The thing is, it's a magical trap.
The thing is, that's initiative. Evan, top of the turn order, will run up to see what the hell happened.
Stay back! It's a trap!
It's a trap! Ranrua, you're up.
Since I'm not seeing anything right now, I'll move up a little bit. I'd say to about here. And mage armor.
You hear the roar of a cat as a small cougar leaps from the brush to attack Hecht.
Oh,
Okay,
hi.
what's your name?
I was thinking the same
Kitty!
thing.
18.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Alright, it also has pounce. So not
Oh,
only...
no!
Oh, I love cats! So you take 7 damage.
Ouch.
8 does not hit. Okay, nat 20.
Oh, I
I
think...
would say that's a safe use of a disadvantage there, right,
Yeah,
guys?
it's minus
Yeah.
5 and get a disadvantage on that.
Okay. Alright, and then I get a trip attempt because god damn it, some of these are crazy. Does 18... Okay, you are tripped.
Yeah, yeah.
The fire pelt cougar leaps out, bites you, and drags you to the ground. Uxio.
This was unexpected.
Well, unfortunately, I already turned off Tiger, but snapshot with the bow.
Not too bad.
Hopefully that hits it, given that I'm shooting
Through the
into
bush.
melee.
Oof.
Oh, right. That's
Oh,
a
and
thing.
there's that thing has cover. That thing has like 50% cover, dude. You can
So I
try
just
it.
roll percentile.
Yep, roll percentile.
I don't think I hit.
You might need to call. Actually, it's always low, isn't it?
I think so.
You fire the bow, and it flies off into the foliage and just kind of clatters off inside.
Uxio, buddy, now that you're taking the shot, maybe get the hell out of this thing of weeds.
Wait, can I move that easily given...
All right, the way God, entangling's so weird because it changes every goddamn game. All right, so you've made the reflex save, so you can move as normal, but but you would need to get out immediately if you don't want to.
Before next turn, and they attempt to get us again.
Yeah.
So that's 10, 15, and 20 is my limit.
Okay. Zerdan, you're up.
Alright, so 10, 15, 20, 25. And at that point, I'll use my standard action to ready an action to possibly shank anything else that might be coming out of the bushes.
Shanking anything that comes out. Got it.
Yep.
Planning to shank.
Planning to shank. Hecht, you're up.
Okay, so I'm prone, right?
You are prone, correct.
Great. I'll like to get up.
Attack of opportunity.
At least it's one attack versus the 3.
That's a nat 20 with a nat 20 confirmed crit.
I like to once again have us burn disadvantage.
I don't grant that.
I'm actually going to rule if I do a double 20, you're taking it.
Darn. Okay, never mind.
20. Shit. Okay, never mind then.
That is a double nat 20. Yeah, you take.
It's the same kind of nat 20 that caused me to kill 2 dogs with 1 arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we can let Stuart have that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take 12
No, we must
piercing
not let the
damage,
DM have anything.
and you are pinned to the ground.
Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything.
Well, it was a move action to try to get up.
Correct.
I don't suppose you could try to swing from the ground with your sword, maybe?
Yeah, that's the only thing I can do is at least attempt to hit it with my semi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
it does not get a second attack of opportunity on you for trying that, so you're good.
There's a 12 hit.
A 12 does not. It
Yeah, okay.
You try to whack at it, and like you just kind of pummel it with your pommel, and it's not really doing anything. This is
Well
definitely the
done.
panic option.
Yeah, I am panicking a bit. Pass.
Now, the entire team, reflex save, please.
Including me, since I'm on the ground?
Especially you, because you're on the ground. Okay. Another entangle has popped up.
God damn it.
Wait, Stuart,
Yep.
does the cat have to make the save?
The cat does not, interestingly enough. There's a specific reason for it, too. Then everyone else. Oh, and then we got to roll for Evan, too.
He got a 5.
He
Yeah,
definitely
he's
definitely
entangled.
entangled. Bella, you are up.
I'm attack the kitty. Chop.
You swing down and dig into its shoulder blade as it and like roars at you and tries to shriek away. Evan is entangled.
Stuart,
Hmm?
out of the box and move, like, say, here.
You can, yes.
Now it's someone else's turn.
Now it's Randall's turn, yes.
Alright, I think it would be too hard for her to try to move, so we're just gonna acid splash the panther here.
Not with that roll.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
You're also trying to do it while entangled as well.
And
It
into
just-
melee.
Understandable.
Your acid splash unfortunately whiffs. It is now my tiger's turn.
Okay. Well, at least I didn't waste a spell slot.
So,
Wait,
what's it more?
Oh, that's Evan. That's
What's
why.
it gonna go after? Hecht or the person who just dealt a crap ton of damage to it?
That's a good point. That's a really good point. Yeah. It will attack you. 25 I'm going to assume hits.
Yes.
Alright, 9 does not. 15 does or does not?
No, it does not.
Alright, you take 5 bite damage and I'm going to roll my trip. You are tripped. I rolled a 24. Uxio, you are up next.
All right. I can see a little bit of this area. Because I'm entangled,
Uh-huh.
my speed is 10.
Oh. Yeah, you
It's
do
not
move
that-
you do move at half. That's so weird.
But it's also difficult terrain you're moving through too, so...
Right. Okay.
So it's kind of a pain in the ass since it's effectively a fourth of your speed, I think, at that point.
Yep.
So you can
I'm-
move 5.
So 1 square at the very
I'm going to
least.
go ahead and just use my full action to get out of. Wait. Oh wait, I was here before I tried moving, so
Yeah.
I can literally get here.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Wait,
You muscle your way through the vines as a full action.
I guess I'm gonna.
I think that's an option.
Escape artist. What was the thing? I think there's one for escape artist within my animal focus.
Acrobatics is what escape artists grouped into.
I'm going frog to increase my acrobatics by 4. I'm gonna give it my best and try and break free with this. You said the DC was 14, right, Stuart?
Mm-hmm.
So that means I'm no longer entangled, right?
Mm-hmm. But that was a move action.
My personal thought is, given the direction that the cougar came from seemed like this way, at least the way you moved it into attacking Hecht, I'm hoping that the druid or whatever is causing this is somewhere in that area over there. So, yeah, my thought process is get rid of this spellcaster.
Okay.
Alright, well, as for me at least, first things first, I'm moving 1, 2, 3, and then second action to start 1, 2, 3.
You do not see
And-
anything. Or at least, yeah, you don't see anything.
Not in the immediate vision anyway. 4, 5, and then essentially 6 right here.
Okay.
I don't see anything in the open here.
Yeah, you come across what must be a den. There's a mat of red and black hair that matches
Where the-
matches the cougar. Hecht, it's your turn.
Well, I'm gonna attempt to try to kill this thing before moving. So,
That's probably a good idea.
Come
hit
on.
15.
You swing again, bashing this time your hilt into its face, and it seems unperturbed.
Oh, that seems fair.
All right. Bella, behind you, you hear the chuckling of a as a goblin emerges from the brush holding a fiery blade.
Uh-oh.
Oh no! That.
Oh, that's gonna be a problem.
And it is flanking you with its animal companion.
I had a hunch.
Interesting. What's your
But,
AC right now?
17.
Okay.
Wait, wouldn't you be flat-footed?
She's prone like me.
True. Good point.
Oh, right.
As you hear the the fiery blade raises into the air and strikes you for 10 fire damage.
All right.
Fortunately, it is your turn. As you see
Bella
this...
mad.
Yeah, Bella mad.
Does Bella go brrr?
Yes, Bella. I'm turning on Blood Rage. In addition, I'm also going to use.
Damn it.
I'm going to turn that on.
You fill with your mythic power as you then swap to your angel form.
And I think I will attack the cat again.
That
Oof.
definitely hits. Holy shit.
Is it dead?
Yes, it is. You swing and just saw its legs off as it reels on the ground and dies. You hear the goblin shriek as it just gets really pissed off at that. Are you going to stand up?
I think I will try. Yes.
Okay. It will attempt to hit you. It will attempt to hit you, but as its blade comes down, you just kind of catch it with your bare hand. Perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
You
And at
caught
the end of my-
fire blade with your bare hand with no damage. That's extra impressive.
Yeah, and at the end of
Bella
my
wouldn't have
turn,
Smokey's hand.
my fast healing procs at end of turn, correct?
I believe so, yes. The druid who swung at you is now going, uh-oh.
Bella is up,
Eben is still entangled. He is going to...
muscle his way through.
Yep. That's it. Ranrua, you're up.
You said that goblin is holding a blade of fire?
Correct.
Do we want a greased up goblin?
Oh no!
Don't. Please don't.
Yes,
no.
yes. Start a forest fire. I don't care at this point.
As bad as that is, it would probably end poorly for our troops in the forest.
No.
It would
will.
be funny though.
Yeah, but it was funny, right? Like,
Yeah, that would be certain to cause a lot more trouble than it's worth. So we're just gonna keep it simple and go with an acid splash at the goblin. God, okay, it doesn't want. I'm not allowed to hit with acid
Well,
splash.
you have low dexterity and you're entangled, which is like double bad.
Good try, though. Good try.
There was an attempt. It will not go through.
You need to boost your dex, girl.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware of that.
All right, let's move on to turn order.
Yeah, but it's not going to attempt moving.
I assume that given this big old blob of blackness here, I do not see the druid.
you can attempt a perception check, but it's going to be really high DC.
No.
Yep, and I already said that. I assume I'm not hearing it, seeing it. So
That's
I
okay.
follow Zerdan.
At least you're free now.
Yep. Unfortunately, aside from action movement, and that's as far as I'm able to get.
Alright. Skipping over to the next turn in order, I'm essentially going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And do I see like any passage?
No, actually.
He used some druid magic bullshit to get
I
through.
think he's actually that level to pass through with Woodland Stride. Okay,
Bullshit.
and where we're at right now, there's no other exit out of here, is there?
Not that you see, no. You see a tangle of vines that hang a thorny ceiling in this chamber. Each are suspending a clattering collection of bird skulls, rib bones, teeth, and other gruesome decor. A few places, the vines droop all the way to the floor, but otherwise this just seems to be a nest of dead birds.
Oh, look! Bird skulls! I hope no one minds if I swipe them up as I casually talk out loud.
Uxio is raising an eyebrow at this.
Hecht, you're up.
Okay, well, I'm going to get up, and I'm not going to attempt to move, because if I attempt to break out of this entanglement, if I fail, I'll take another point of damage. So I'm going to try to swing with the Ransura, since it has enough reach to hit it.
Yep, sure would. Definitely.
A nat 20!
Let's go!
Entangler or not, that hits.
I will let you re-roll your crit confirm if you want with an advantage.
No, wait, is that not high enough? Oh, it's not, is it?
I mean, it's a hit at least, and might
Nah, yeah, I'll
nudge
just do
him.
the hit.
Okay. You stab him at the top of his skull, taking out like a chunk of flesh for 5 damage. He goes, ah! Weird long shanks! Weird weapon! Yeah! And then he gets to go. And this guy is going to be a pain in the ass. He will shriek his way back into the shrubs and stab at Bella.
I'm guessing no attack of ops.
Nope. Not with a 5-foot stab.
Okay.
22 hits.
Yes.
You take... Excuse me, you do not take 5 fire. You actually just take 3.
Is that counting my DR?
That is including your DR, yes. He stabs through, and not seeing any blood, he's like, oh. Good Longshanks. Nice Longshanks. We friends?
No.
No.
I think he's dead.
Weirdly enough, no. He's like, we friends? You swing down and break his arm, and he shrieks, ah! Like, he's still holding the sword in the other hand, but just starts trying to back up a little bit.
Alright, that ends my turn.
Evan attempts to go.
Heal another point.
Oh, that is enough. He's going to try to force his way out. Ranrua, you're up.
Okay. You know what? because I'm tired of missing, we're gonna go with the magic missile. Might as well fire both of my bolts at him.
Pew pew.
Pew and pew.
9.
You hit him once in the eye and then once in the forehead, and he's like, ah! And he's standing there dizzy. He drops the flaming sword, but still not dead. But he's hanging on by a thread.
Okay.
Uxio.
Well, seeing the big pile of nothing over here, I resolved myself to having to go back through the bullshit. I am going to switch to stag so that I've at least got 25-foot speed as opposed to 20.
Mm-hmm.
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2. I'm guessing I can't get 3.
You still need to roll a reflex. When you re-enter, it's
Or
entangling.
even at the start.
Yeah.
1 point short.
Zerdan?
Okay. At this point, I can hear the ruckus over here, at least, right?
Mm-hmm.
And seeing
Oh, yeah,
this
good.
brush, how bad is it? Like,
Are you going to try to plow your way through it?
or at least try to squeeze my way through.
That'll require a reflex save.
So 1, and then I guess as I go into this spot here, that's when I make the reflex at 10 foot of movement.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, survey says...
You get stuck,
Ugh.
and...
I'm
listening.
I'm actually going to try and see about using my inspiration here, burning 2 of my 3 inspiration to get a d6 on that.
Sure.
Alright, you best hope that you get a 5 or a 6. No.
You get stuck in the bushes and take 1 point of damage.
Oh my god.
Heck, you're up.
Well, I like to take a movement action to try and get untangled.
Okay.
So, let's see. I have to do either a strength or what?
Or escape artist.
Strength or acrobatics.
Yeah.
Strength or acrobatics? Well, acrobatics is a -6, so I'm gonna do strength. I'm gonna take that as a no.
Definitely not.
Alright, I take 1 point of damage for attempting and failing.
Oh, right. I took a point of damage for failing that one, didn't I?
Oh,
And,
right. Yeah,
well-
I forgot to.
He's still in range, so I'm gonna attempt to spear him. Nope.
Darn.
Bad roll.
Oh, well.
Want to burn another one?
Nah.
Okay.
Okay. This druid, he's gonna make a full retreat.
Do I get an attack of op?
Not on a full retreat.
Oh.
And not to mention he's Squirtle in stride, he's gonna just...
Yeah, he leaps backwards and then crawls through the sticker bushes in a full retreat.
Does he continue retreating that way?
I was about to say.
He doesn't know, guys.
And he's not to be able to hide his movements!
He's going the wrong way there, sir.
Hello there. Amiko's just like, hello there.
Thank.
You hear the twang of a bow as
Insert
I assume the entangle is.
yeah, the entangle spell's
insert the
gone.
insert Metal Gear Spotted noise. The
All right.
Alright, I guess it'd be a full round to get out of this bush now.
No, it's gone. The druid's dead.
No,
The one
Oh, for
I'm
you,
in.
the one.
for you, yeah, you definitely full round action.
Ugh! God damn it.
I love
Here
how you
was
burn
thinking-
inspiration for that little maneuver too. I'm like, bro, what are you trying to achieve?
I was thinking I'd be smart, but... One second.
less of a how are you going to do this, and more of a why are
Why?
you trying to do this?
Well, because the alternative was me trying to rush around through the other side, through the entangle.
He could have got around.
Oh yeah, around into the entangle area, right over here.
To be honest, I might have been able to machete my way through,
Mhm.
but I just didn't trust there not to be some kind of trap.
You guys pick yourselves up and gather together, and
That was embarrassing.
And well, that one definitely got us good since that was hiding the brushes, and then
Yeah, Vela looked at Heck. You alright, Hecht?
I could use one of the healing potions we bought.
1 second.
you guys
8 points.
you take a good minute to like. I'm assuming you're not in a hurry.
Not now, at least.
Alright, do we think we've cleared the path?
I certainly hope so.
Well, there is also a den where I assume the cat came from.
Yeah, what kind of cat is this?
Has Runra seen this thing before?
I was about to say, give the word and I'll roll knowledge nature.
Yeah,
Does
Uxia.
it still exist since
What's
the
black,
Master Ball?
red, and has claws that rip you apart real good?
It is in fact a fire pelt cougar, and it is an advanced one, by the way.
Firepelt cougar. Didn't realize there was one out here.
Yeah,
I think it was-
that's not fun.
Evan like shoulders the Ransuer, and he's like, "It's probably that nature wizard's pet."
Druid, I'm assuming, since he was able to just walk through the freaking brush.
Yeah, I was expecting an attack from the front, wasn't expecting an attack from the brush.
I'm surprised we didn't hear any chanting or whatever.
You
What are the odds that it ended up towards the catapult?
Well, the spells all wore off, so I'm assuming very good. I think it's dead.
he probably bled out. Evan reasons.
Okay. I guess we'll find out when we trail back to let the guys know the way is clear, at least.
So from right here, I can see basically the entire bridge.
Mhm.
May I roll perception to see if there's anything we need to clear out from there?
Sure.
All right, and I'm switching out of frog because I do not need that anymore.
For the most part, it looks like the way to the fortress is clear. In fact, I'm just going to speed this up a little bit, unless you want to do anything with that cat.
I'm willing to. I just need to adjust my survival check a little bit because I don't think my machete is adding in X +1 to this.
Correct.
Yeah, if we can make a pair of boots or a coat out of it, that'd be pretty neat.
Not bad with a 17.
You managed to skin its pelt, and you got enough for some cosmetic things.
This episode is brought to you by the LoadingCrew Patreon, where $5 per month gets you access to all of our uncut streams and monthly lore packets. This episode is brought to you by Nomura the Rogue Jellyfish Plush. Use the coupon code LCCGame for 10% off your total order at loadingcrewcrafts.com.
But before we begin, this video is brought to you by the Complete Waifu Handbook Kickstarter. This book has over 200 pages worth of content for 5e, Pathfinder 1st Edition, and 2nd Edition. And thanks to popular demand, we now have a chapter with 7 new waifu races, including Divine Dragons, yes, kinda, actually, Cat Girls, Wolf Girls, Fox Girls, and even pretty out there races like Ghost Girls, Nymphs, and Sand Elves, a race of my own creation. This book also contains a combined total of over 200 different racial features for you to customize your waifu in your next RPG campaign for these 3 systems. The Divine Dragon and Fox Girl race also has mythic feats. Head on over to the Complete Waifu Handbook Kickstarter and click Notify Me at launch for more details. If the Kickstarter is especially successful, we'll be adding the much requested Lamia race as a stretch goal. Support the Complete Waifu Handbook today. You guys make it to the bridge, and you can see across. I'm gonna put another Evan vision.
Yeah, we don't want to be spotted just yet. Now that we've cleared the forest, we want to set things up.
Yeah, now that we've got the path for the actual distraction team, which involves Renrua, Shaylee, Smokin, a set of his rangers.
What's the plan?
All right, so Ranrua, Shaylee, Smokey, and the Rangers will just be a big, hey, here we are.
Mhm.
And hopefully the goblins in the fortress will see it, and we will lure out the groups we were hoping to lure out.
I'm
And
assuming we threw the rest of the cat down the bunyip pit.
Yeah, I think All of the bodies
Pretty
are
much
gonna
anything that was dead, we threw in there.
Except for the druid, because we didn't see him die.
Yep.
Shaylee, would you happen to have a spell that would make me louder?
I've got a signaling horn, sure.
I think that would be the way to get Korovis's attention, at least.
So while they're being a distraction, the rest of us over here weren't pinging on the map. And so that way, once they've led Korovis and his unit past us into the kill box, we can then attack from behind.
Here? Is that right?
Roughly.
Okay.
Yeah, somewhere where the goblins following the distraction group physically cannot see us.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but where we can still see when they go through this area and go into the kill box.
And Ranrua is part of the distraction group because she is Goblin Bane and is sure to draw attention.
Yep.
All right. You guys stand out front. Shaylee stands on the bridge with you, and Smokey and his troop are in the nettles, trying to avoid being seen.
Mm-hmm.
I think they would want to be seen since they're part of the distraction group.
Oh, good point, yeah. You come forward, and Shaylee is standing there stoically. She looks at you and says, "Are you ready?"
Ready for this. And Runrua is going to puff out her chest, looking like she's about to scream.
Okay.
And at the same time that Shalelu uses the horn, Runrua tries to let out a draconic roar.
That sounded more evil to me.
It seemed like the kind of sound that she would make.
Okay.
Between the brrrr of the horn and the key between Korovis steps out, and he is at the moment alone as he reaches the edge of the bridge, and he kind of stands out. He looks at Gobblebane and then looks at Shaylee, just kind of observing, looking all around as he nods. And several goblins emerge from the keep.
I think as they're approaching, Runrua would say to the group, "We may not need to run. It should be simple enough to escort them."
Shaylee nods, and as Korovis starts walking across, give me a perception check.
Oh boy, here we go.
Korovis stops, and his little hand snaps its fingers.
Oh no.
Emerging from the ground are a bunch of hands, and as you hear the shambling of Korovis's small unit, zombies emerge from the ground as they have been preparing for the last 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Also, by the way, main group.
Wait,
What?
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 where?
On us.
Around us.
Ah, shit.
Essentially, all the zombies that were in that particular dungeon are now spread out among the forest.
I would assume we came up with a signal for shit's gone sideways.
Well, this is kind of the encounter now. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have Zombie 1. This is going to be Blue Zombie. Blue Zombie is going to be the ones closest to Ranrua's group. And Red Zombie is going to be the one nearest Hex group.
Makes sense.
And then Korovis is going to move his troops. Okay, so this is going to be the perfect fight song for this. Are you guys ready? I don't think you're ready.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Where?
Okay.
It's terror time again, boys.
Oh, no.
I love this song.
Initiative begin!
Alright, clicking my token.
Ranrua goes on literal 0. Ranrua, I guess you're kind of panicking. Like,
I was betrayed before I could betray them?
Uxio, you're up. As you are getting ready, you hear a as a hand bursts through the ground.
All right. Am I able to actually see this one?
Yeah, you can see it. If you can see it, you can see it.
All right, I'm gonna trust that Hex and Bella can and get over here to attack this one with my falchion.
All right, no problem.
Chop chop.
All right, fortunately you
Yeah.
have slashing weapons, which is exactly what you need.
Does 16 hit?
16 does. They have an AC of 12 and an HP of 12.
So he's got 1 point left.
Correct. You swing.
Damn it.
You swing. Here's what I'm gonna do. Since this zombie is emerging from the ground, and you kind of caught it off guard, I'm gonna give you that 1 point.
Yay! Thank you.
Nice.
Friendly Stuart.
I'm a pretty friendly GM. Everyone says tough but fair, and I think that fits for us.
Yeah.
That
Alright.
sounds right.
Next is Blue Zombie Team. Bursting from the ground, they emerge. This zombie lunges forward at this dude and will swing with a slam attack. 2 dudes immediately drop to zombies as they are being quickly overwhelmed. Another 2.
Okay, yeah.
And then this one is going to lumber here and attack Smokey. Smokey gets jumped by like 2 zombies and pinned to the ground. And with that, the other zombies are all emerged. So, or at least all the blue zombies are emerged.
Mm-hmm.
So everything
But-
on the eastern front has emerged.
Oh, all's quiet on the eastern front, huh?
Are they still flat-footed for me because I go before them?
They are flat-footed for you, my friend.
All right, then I'm going to come over here and swing at this one.
Let's see. Oh, is that a minimum damage?
That's a 1, 3,
No,
and a
not
5.
quite. It's just 1, 3, 5. So
You go down and splat as it erupts into a pile of gore.
Well, looks like plans off the rails.
All right, all the zombies emerge. Hecht, you technically get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Scimitar swing for the win.
Scimitar!
Chop chop.
I can't hit squat today, guys.
It's fine.
I think we've learned that Hecht does not like bode well under pressure. I think that's all that's happening.
Oh, jeez.
It's almost like I have post-traumatic stress disorder when in combat like this.
I think that's what we're gonna rule it as. Is she just has like intent. That's why she's such a low level. She technically has the most fighting experience out of any character, but her PTSD is making her a lower level. Hecht, a hand bursts out of the ground, grabs you by your calf, and claws down, slicing your Achilles for 8 damage.
Jeebus.
It then
Crippling Hecht.
It then emerges from the ground, fully ready, as another zombie lumbers out. 2, 3, 4. Brains.
Spleen!
Oh my god,
then all zombies look over.
Daryl, you're a fucking embarrassment to zombies.
I'm allergic to brain. Sue me.
At least you're not Carl for feet.
That was good. That was really good. God damn it, Carl. That was the one that attacked Hecht.
Damn it.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Hold on, I'm marking him as Carl. Was it with a K? Carl with a K.
Sure, Carl with a K. why
Carl
not?
the zombie. I love it. Carl and his troop is gone. Karovis, holding his 2 weapons, drags them across the floor of the bridge as his small hand like flips the daggers skillfully. I knew you were going to betray us from the beginning, and so I spent the last several weeks preparing for your arrival. That's a neat little toy you've built. Too bad you won't ever see it used.
And as if your betrayal wasn't within our expectations.
Of course, we're goblins! He then throws the axe at you and screams,
Oh, no.
Die, Goblin Bane! Yeep. 24.
Ow!
The axe lands in your chest for 5 damage. He then plants his feet into the ground and activates Mythic Power.
Oh no.
For what?
No.
He charges forward with a Primal Strike.
Oh my gosh.
He's getting another attack at me? Shit.
Shortly after the axe hits your chest, like you're just starting to process, as he just dashes forward and then charges right through your stomach for another 11. With this, I will officially be the greatest goblin hero. I may even get a second mythic rank. Get 'em, boys! As goblins. Yep.
Yeah, they're like dogpiling at that point since.
They can't get past Kurovis, but they are charging essentially.
Okay.
Evan goes. Where's the actual Evan? Okay, there he is.
Yeah, so Evan's next to yeah.
That reminds me.
Mhm.
Every goblin we kill is worth a wrath point, isn't it?
Oh shit.
Sure is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
How many goblins?
and
Oh, right. How many goblins have
11.
you killed? 11?
11.
Yeah, this might come in handy very soon.
All right. Evan shouts, for Saren Ray! As he jumps forward and attacks the zombie that was attacking you. Fortunately, he's got 2 attacks. There we go.
Yay.
Oh!
Regrettably,
It's bludgeoning.
it's bludgeoning. But he does force that zombie to let go of you. He reaches out a hand with his shield to try to pick you up, Hecht.
Thank you. I should gladly take it.
He like stands you up from a kneeling position. Zerdan.
Alright, at this point, I'm definitely seeing that this is definitely gone foobar, as I will proceed to drink a shield extract, and then factoring in the condition, I'm just gonna move into like a better flanking spot over here. 1, and moving here is still okay, right?
Yeah, it's okay. I don't mind if you do it.
Okay.
Okay, that's an attack of opportunity.
Just slightly. Alright, well, I still got factor in shield.
All right,
Something to get
because
attack
of shield at the very least. No, you're good. You're good. I rolled a 6. That was blatantly.
As I'm moving up, I also pull a dagger in my offhand.
All right, so what are you doing? You're into position.
Well, that's I standard action to drink the potion, then
Oh,
move.
got it.
Yeah. So I'm just getting ready for next turn at least.
All right, Hecht, you are up and your weapons are drawn thanks to Evan's assistance.
Let's see if I can actually hit. 13 to hit.
12. Yeah, 12's the AC.
Alright, 4 slashing damage.
You swing downwards at Carl. He definitely deserved it.
Yes, he does.
Oh, and one more thing. Smokey's on a 7.
Yes, so now
you-
Smokey's done.
You're right. You're right.
I'd like to point at something in his sheet.
Mhm.
Because since we decided he was actually not an animal companion druid, he's a domain druid and has the plant subdomain growth. And he's going to use swift action to enlarge.
Do they still get an attack of opportunity for that?
No,
on
he's
swift
just enlarging as they're being drafted. But obviously, he's still got.
I would like to point out, as a rule, swift action spells do not provoke attacks of opportunity.
Good to know. All right, Smokey, dogpiled by 2 or 3 zombies, gets massive.
And he
I guess
roars.
He doesn't roar,
Is that-
he shouts loudly because he's a human.
Right.
Yeah.
He's a human. What are you guys talking
Humans
about?
can't
Humans can
roar.
roar.
And
I
then
guess.
putting in
roared before.
enlarge.
Just roll a shovel attack just for the heck of it.
Two-handed.
Mm,
Maybe.
nope.
Okay, alright.
Branrua, there is an axe currently embedded
Yes.
in you, I believe, and there is also a sword embedded in you. You are being double penetrated. What do you do?
So, being in rather critical condition, Ranra is going to reach into her bag, attempting to get the healing potion that she knows she has, but we're gonna say she misses by a bit and grabs that unidentified potion and drink it.
The unidentified potion. You reach into whatever pouch you have, and you pop the cork, and as you bring it to your lips, Kurovis actually looks nervous for a second, and as he's about to shout no at you, you quaff it, and the world goes dark for you.
Oh no.
I
made a mistake.
In front of you, you see essentially darkness, but the bridge that Kurovis is on stretches out, and you can see the fortress of Thistletop in the distance. However, instead of seeing a wonderfully oceanic view full of peace and sunsets, instead, you see a giant Cheshire-looking grin looming over the fortress.
Ooh.
As if a gargantuan titanic creature is looking. Its eyes rattle around a little bit before focusing on you, and then a big toothy grin appears as a voice says, "Are you lost, child?"
I certainly need a way out of this.
You hear a laughter as if, give me a nature check.
Oh.
For
Woo! That's a nat one, baby!
Boy, this seems to be a recurring
boy.
theme for Renrua
Oh
and
my
knowledge checks.
god!
here we go.
Would you like to re-roll that?
No, this is better.
All
Don't
right.
re-roll.
If it's more amusing,
You
let's
hear...
stay with it.
That's fine. You hear this laughter echo throughout your new world as this creature produces an arm with a gigantic knife and draws it across their lips, and they begin to bleed from the maw. The blood falls onto Thistletop, and it says, "Well, well, well. Child, into the fortress. I have a present for you. Perhaps you should come and take it. You already took the first one." And then it looks at you, and it says, "Come and enjoy," and then your vision abruptly ends as the screeching of Kurovis brings you back to reality, and it swings at you with its other blade. And give me a reflex save. Actually, give me your best saving throw.
My best saving throw would be a will save.
That's fine. Your hand reaches up instinctively and catches it. You grab it and squeeze tight, shattering the blade as you're filled with an interesting sensation. I'm offering you a one-time deal.
Okay.
Instead of 10, 5 for a full restore.
Do we take it, guys?
Oh,
You can take it.
fuck,
What's
we
the
got
catch?
5 points for a full restore. I'll take that.
Okay. You are brought to full power as you are filled with a interesting sense. You may now take your turn.
Okay. Grovis is right in front of me, so I'm just gonna go double claw attack on him.
Those
Yep.
are good rolls.
Those are good rolls.
Not necessarily great for the damage, but hey, a lot better than nothing.
You know what? Have another one.
Another one. Okay.
Another one. Just one.
Another one.
I was about to say a single attack, or is it a double claw attack again?
Single attack.
Single claw.
Neato. You slash out as your hands fill with force energy, as if you're holding a magic missile and smacking him with them. Roll 3d6.
8 damage.
Alright, you did in total 25 damage to Kurovis.
Ooh.
Jesus.
He is furious and scared.
And I'm just gonna look down at him and just sneer. You can't kill Goblin Bane.
Shaylee, just to Let's see. I'm trying to figure out what she would do. She'll probably start shooting zombies, I think. And she'll just quickly, like, quadruple tap this one, freeing Smokey. Shaylee, seeing Karovis being pushed back by Ranrua, she shouts at you, "Burn the bridge!" as she starts freeing Smokey and the rest of her ranger squad. Uxio, you're up.
Does anyone remember if I already had lead blades up beforehand? I don't think I did, but I could be wrong.
I don't think you did.
I don't think you did either.
All right, then easy choice because I need to keep us from being attacked from behind by these zombies. So
All right.
5-foot step, and then
Zombies have a 12 AC. You are good.
all right, so 10 slashing.
You slash hard, severing an arm.
Nice.
I don't suppose the other one was already rotted off, was it?
No.
Dang.
All right.
All right.
Next
What's
human.
all I can do right now?
Next human zombie. I am losing track of my zombies. Oh, that one over there. Cool. All right. This zombie is going to attack a ranger. Rawr, 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 rawr. And just gonna remove that boy. Bella, you're up.
Okay. Just gonna do the simple thing. We're gonna step up and I'm gonna start clearing my way towards the other group.
Sounds good. My God. What the fuck is
Impressive.
that? You did like some of the least amount of damage possible and still one-shot it.
Yeah.
You step over the corpse of one zombie and absolutely obliterate the next one. There's a Carl the zombie?
Oh, that's right. Carl who grabbed Hecht.
Right, he's the feet zombie.
Oh my God. That's right. The feet zombie.
about that.
Oh my God, the feet zombie. Okay, so feet zombie, I guess would continue to attack Tech, wouldn't he?
Yeah, most likely.
He doesn't care about them boots. He wants them feet.
He swings with a 13. Hecht, you block it.
Yay.
You have a shield? Is that right?
Yes, I do have a heavy shield.
Okay, yeah, you block it with your shield. Karovis aligns himself and says, "No, I'll kill you, Goblin Bane. I'll kill you dead!" As his one hand retrieves his knife from you.
Oh no.
And then,
Can I? Am I allowed to stop him?
I that's just how I wanted to animate it.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah, he, or you know what? He, actually, even better. Roll D100.
60.
Okay, that's exactly it. His little hand coming out of his jaw does the little come here motion as the knife embedded in you lunges out and he catches it with the little hand.
Okay.
I gotta use my strong hand.
Yes. Yes, he does. I feel like I need to use it to rip his head off.
All right, now seeing that you're filled with a power that scares him, he's gonna swing with a skimmy. 23 hits, I assume?
Yeah, that does.
All right, that is 13 slashing damage. He swung hard. He is filled with a terrified fury. He then swings with the dagger and misses.
Oh, good.
However, overhearing Shaylee say that, burn the bridge, he's absolutely not having that, and he will burn a primal strike. 18 will hit you. Do you want to do this with disadvantage?
I think I need disadvantage on this one.
Okay, here's the thing. Here's what's funny. I still hit him, but because the disadvantage, I only did 6 damage. However, because of the state you're in right now, you technically have a feat that lets you not fall at 0 HP.
Interesting.
So you are at 0 HP, but you're still conscious.
Serendipity much?
Good Lord.
Karovis is fighting fierce, my friends. Evan goes. Once again, trying to attack Carl the zombie. Just that utter bastard. Oof. 15 does hit, and the zombie, I believe... Oh god, it's bludgeoning, isn't it? The zombie will resist every bit of that. Oh! Oh!
He just saved Heck.
Let's go! Evan does a 1-2 punch and slash, and the zombie is still, like, trying to leap onto Hecht, and just absolutely furious that his, I don't know what she is to him right now. He's not even sure. He's still working it out. But absolutely pissed about it. He decapitates Carl, and the other zombie goes, Carl!
May I add a bit to that animation?
Yes.
So, the reason he swung with the shield as well was to literally hit the head away.
It goes off into the foliage. He's like, and all you hear is feet.
And do we want to have Evan take the 5-foot step just to get
Put
that extra bit hit it with the zombie?
Yeah, gives her Dan flank.
That's actually a really good idea, yeah. Zerdan, you're up, buddy.
Slice away with the dagger because obviously piercing isn't going to do jack to the zombie.
You slash at it for 5 damage, taking off chunks of its leg, hindering its movement.
Woo!
Alright. I will get my moves in now, because I realized I haven't been, from my zombies. The other zombies are swarming these rangers right here. I'm just going to roll just a quick d20 for them. They're being contested. They're fine. Now, the one who got hit by Zerdan is going to swing around and attack Zerdan. Does 12 hit you?
No! Not in the slightest.
One zombie lumbers towards Ella. Or Bella, excuse me. What the hell? And a swing. 17 hits you.
Yes.
You will take 10 bludgeoning.
Very well.
The one engaged with Uxio. 20 hit you?
Unfortunately, I believe my AC is like around 18. Yep, 18.
It claws at you for 6 bludgeoning.
Owie! Wait, only 6?
Only 6.
Huh, that's a lot better than it could have been.
Oh boy, we got a conga line of these suckers.
Conga!
The conga line of death.
Oh god. There's one zombie who's just like in the middle of the forest, just confused. Like...
Hey, what's going on in here?
Hey, boo boo. Like...
He's there, he just vibing.
4, 5, 6. One comes to join the Ranger Corps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another one emerges from the foliage. There's 2 zombies just hanging out going, bro, where do we go? I don't know.
Are any of them hitting for Amiko and that group?
Maybe.
Mm.
You don't know. You don't know.
Dynamic lighting.
Dynamic lighting. Alright, I believe that is all of them. And have I swung with all my zombies? I believe I have. Okay. Heck, you're
I'm
up.
the only one who can currently see down into the Ameko area, and I see some zombies in the area.
Yep, yep, yep.
Well, hopefully I can hit this zombie so that both myself, Evan, and Zerdan can go and assist either Bella or Uxio. So, let's find out. 15 for 3 slashing.
Alright, you nail it. You slash away at it at the same place Zerdan did, and you guys are just chipping this thing to tiny, tiny pieces, becoming less of a dude.
Oh god, I'm in the opening, jeez.
Smokey is up.
Smokey's engaged right now, and... Okay, yeah, I'm realizing right now that Smokey does not have the equipment, I think, to deal with zombies.
He's not that kind of bear. He's not that kind of druid, excuse me. Of course he's not that kind of bear. He's not, he didn't get wild shape yet.
Yeah.
Look, he can be a bear without looking like an actual bear.
Okay. Well, survey says... Alright.
Oh my god! Smokey!
Well, there's a
Let's
hit, but
go.
unfortunately that's bludgeoning, so...
It gets over the DR, I think.
Yeah. Listen, I would think a shovel could do slashing.
I have swung a shovel at a tree before and it cut in.
Yeah, let's say it can do bludgeoning or slashing damage.
Yeah.
Alrighty
Also,
then.
if it's being swung by someone like Smokey, it does whatever damage it wants. Okay. Like.
Okay.
Smokey kind of.
Sure.
It's a magic shovel, guys.
Actually,
so Smokey wants it to do radiant damage.
Smokey gets up, takes a shovel, and just two-hand and squishes
A zombie.
the zombie in front of it. It splatters. Smokey then takes a 5-foot step, separating the other rangers.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Roar!" And the other rangers are like, "Oh my god, so brave." Smokey, he's saying, "Get behind me." And they do. All right, Randrua, you are up.
Okay, I think we're gonna take some defensive measures.
You may invest another 5.
Another 5 for a full restore again.
Correct.
Yeah, that's worth it.
Okay.
All right.
Your temporary power boost does fade from you, and the force damage leaves your hands, but you feel like there's more where that came from.
All right. Well, I do need to up my defenses, so I will cast a shield.
Okay.
Good idea.
The new goblins get to go, and seeing as how Kurovis is being put on the back foot, they will slink along, using their racial ability, letting them move through squares like this. 1, 2. That one has to go there. All right. One dog slicer dashes up to you, and you hear it shout in Goblin, "Die, Goblin Bane!" And it swings with a dog slicer. 17 hits you?
Exact.
You can make it roll disadvantage if you want.
And the disadvantage was 10.
5.
With 5.
5.
Yep.
Okay. 5. Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, and fortunately, that does make it miss.
Yeah.
Was it a nat 1 by chance?
It was not a nat 1. Uxio, you're up, my dude.
I'm sorry, Stuart. I don't think we have that kind of relationship.
Yet.
Ooh.
All right, so obviously engaged with a zombie.
Mm-hmm.
I think that kills it.
I think you did. You sliced it and its pieces just fall into the woods over here.
And then because of the fact that I can see another one over here. 1, 2, 3. I won't deny part of it is Uxio being that oh, Ameko might be in trouble. Another part of it is I don't want these things coming up behind us.
That's fair. But yeah, you have engaged the new zombie as they try to shumble out of the forest. It just occurred to me, I forgot that this goblin was right next to Shaylee. It could attack. Derp. Dog slice. Shaylee is not taking it. It comes up to dog slice and Shaylee just kind of kicks it away. Shaylee takes a 5-foot step backwards and will probably fire at the goblin that just shot at her. She gets 2 attacks, I believe. She just, like, absolutely obliterates it. Bella, you're up.
All right. I'm going to take a 5-foot step to here. And I'm going to cleave.
You could do that.
So let's swing at the first zombie.
That hits. 25 hits.
Wow.
It's amazing how much damage you can do when you roll badly.
Oh my god.
Swing again. That is true minimum damage.
Oh my god. Did you want to roll advantage on that? Because you need 2 more to kill it.
You guys mind?
Yeah, sure, why not? Just for more damage. There we go.
There you go. You take a 5-foot step, you swing and absolutely obliterate the first zombie, but then it sticks into the other one, and like in your frustration, you just look at it and then just kick it and it falls apart.
3, 4, and that'll be my movement.
Sounds good. I will say, because you've seen pretty much the whole forest at this point, you think you might be able to just crash through?
Yeah, that's what I was planning on doing next round, was I was going to try and cut through right here.
Okay. That's a good idea. Alright, one zombie is going to swing at Zerdan again. Does 16 not hit you, I believe?
Still got shields, so 19.
One zombie going to Uxio. It will swing with a slam. And Uxio, you parry its fist with your machete. But as you're... Huh?
My falchion, because I've been using the big old two-handed weapon.
My mistake, yes, falchion. As you are engaging this zombie, your heart panics a little bit as the other one lumbers out. And then is just filled with a bunch of arrows as soldiers run out. And just obliterate it. More zombies lumbering north, blah, blah, blah. These two will be attacking Smokey, and unfortunately, Smokey's kind of a glass cannon right now.
I mean, aren't most rangers?
True. However, I am rolling like garbage today. Smokey, like a hero, is just parrying both of these bastards.
Nice.
If he lives, I think he'll get a level up.
I think he will, yeah. I think... Third zombie comes in. Even with a flanking bonus, nothing's happening. Oh, a fumble. Neat. This zombie...
Smokey attack!
Butterfingers.
It swings at Smokey, who then parries and then takes his shovel and chops off his foot. Korovus goes next.
Oh, he pissed.
He mad.
Why won't you die?
Exactly. He says, "Join me, my brothers! Kill Goblin Bane!" Oh my god, nothing. Silver Dagger. Silver Dagger will hit you.
Oh.
He throws a Silver Dagger, you dodge, and then his little hand, like, calls it back and it strikes you in the back.
Oof.
Okay. 6 damage.
Okay.
He has a level 1, he has a rank 1 Paragon. He's already used 1, 2, 3. He's got 2 left. And he's absolutely going to use it on Goblin Bane. 14 does not hit you with shield on.
Yes.
I
knew I needed the shield. I knew I needed it.
His 2 hands are swinging with this scimitar now, desperately trying to kill you. And he shifts into a flanking position with his other goblins. Mm-hmm. And when his dogs go, they're going to do more advantageous stuff. Evan is up.
All right, so swing and a smack. That hits, doesn't it?
It does, and it kills.
Oh, all right. No need to smack then.
Fantastic.
So that's all those zombies over there then.
In that area, yep, correct. Goblin dogs will rush forward, and they will attempt to leap and trip Ranrua?
Immune to tripping.
Immune to tripping.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, get...
She has no legs. What do you
Okay.
expect?
Yeah.
One dog barks and leaps at you, and you kind of like slash at its maw, and it gives a hurt. And as that happens, the second dog bites right into your jugular for a crit.
Ow.
This is...
I'm guessing that was a 2020.
It was a 22-19. You can choose to disadvantage this.
Ooh, we got lucky with that. But I say we should do it, guys. If that
Yep.
let's not have Van, we'll get critical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's definitely agree.
Yep.
Rat.
It would have done 13 piercing damage.
That would have put her right at 0 again.
I mean, I already blew 2 revives effectively.
Yep. Goblin dog. Alright, I will re-roll its attack. I hit you with a 20.
Okay.
You took 6 biting damage, and I need you to roll a fortitude save.
13.
You are fine.
Okay.
The bite itches for a bit, but fortunately, due to a last-second juke, your neck is indeed safe, but you got bit right on the wrist, and when the dog pulls at you, it tears at that vein in your wrist, so it hurts real bad. Zerdan, you're up.
I will go with the double move and try to go up to where we thought we had the distraction force. Okay, that's my move. Double move.
All right.
Well, looks like things have gone sideways.
You don't say.
Smokey will swing with his shovel.
Shovel.
It hits and kills!
Yay!
Smokey swings wildly and then bashes the one zombie against the head. Its head goes clean off and sails over the trees and into the waters below. It crumples dead.
Thankfully, it did not go over the river and through the woods.
It went over the woods and into the river, actually. Hecht, you're up.
Evan, it's time for us to get going to the bridge. I'm sure that Uxio will inform the rest to hurry themselves up also. Let's go.
Evan nods and will follow you.
I have, luckily with the one, caught up to Zidane.
Fantastic.
Thistletop Commando. There is one Goblin Commando over there. And he has got a short bow. Ranrua, could you give me a 50-50 roll real quick? Well, I rolled a 23. And his favorite enemy is indeed Goblin Bane. Okay, so he rolled a 25.
Awfully specific favorite enemy.
Well, it's Lamia's, but you get the idea.
Fair.
So, he fires an arrow, and you raise up the same injured arm that the dog bit, and the arrow sinks into it for 4 damage.
She's still
Ouch.
standing.
Still standing. And it is her turn.
Okay. I
You've got a
have
good
no
get off
possible
me
way
move.
to get out of this.
Don't you have burning hands?
No, I don't have burning hands. I have magic missile, but still, that's 4 things ready to hit me.
Do you not have any melee attacks?
I still have melee attacks.
Oh yeah, she has her claws.
Yeah,
yeah,
and
you-
tail.
Just keep doing that. That's
Yeah.
probably the best option for you guys.
Right,
at the
yeah,
moment.
right now, and you might want to like start handling the action economy. This is the kill. You guys set up a kill spot. This is the kill spot now.
Kurovis is definitely the most dangerous, so I'm gonna go for Kurovis,
You've successfully grappled Kurovis.
right? And the damage roll was a
9.
You wrap around his neck with your tail,
Ooh.
and you squeeze hard, and you definitely hear that straining of his neck, but he's still up, and he's still looking at you with a fury.
There's not much else I can do, and unless you would count a 5-foot step retreating into my tail.
As in, like, maneuver up like that.
Yeah, just maneuvering my main body into the tail space.
That
Also,
actually...
Stuart, the Ranger squad over there is not on the initiative list.
They are not, and at this point, I think they would start firing at goblins, because Smokey is kind of handling the zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Not a problem. We're going to just do a just flat D20 roll for all of them, whoever wants to roll for these rangers. Okay, you take out one lesser creature. One of the dogs or dog slicer, whichever you want.
Let's go for the dog, because I'm sure those are a bit nastier than the tiny goblins with knives.
Allergic reaction says yes.
Yeah. Okay. 16 does not hit you, even with flanking. All right. The dog slicer comes forward and swings at your tail, trying to, like, chop it off so that Kurovis can live, and your hide is just too thick.
Good.
Uxio, you're up.
Yeah,
Keep
Ranru
the joke
is
on
fairly
myself
thick.
and attack this zombie.
Hey.
She thick.
She is thick.
And that's basically what the joke I was thinking of was, and I'm pretty sure I just one-shot the zombie.
You
Something
did.
like 12 health.
It's trying to grab at you. You shoulder it, and it, like, flings up in the air. You give a quick slice and destroy it.
Alright. And then let's still set to that. I move over here, hopefully don't get filled full of arrows myself.
The other soldiers turn around. Oh god, a vampire! Oh wait.
Oh god!
Ignoring that for now. Plans changed. Move, move, move!
The soldiers look at Sheriff Hemlock real quick, and then Sheriff comes out. You heard the man. Go. And the soldiers are following you. As the soldiers surround you, he runs back to basically take command over the catapult.
Makes sense.
Shaylee probably will draw a blade and attack Karovis, who is grappled. And she gets a +2 against goblins. That's a 19. That definitely hits. And she does... She stabs Karovis in the neck for 9 damage.
Yes.
And through sheer rage, he's still alive. She stabbed in, twisted the blade, like in between the choking and the goddamn sword. Like, this guy will not die. And he laughs and like he starts choking on his own blood. Bella, you're up.
All right. Bella's gonna move up to here, and can I just carve a way for us?
Yes, you may make an attack.
Shortest distance between 2 points.
Oh
No advantage. I want this to stay, guys. I want this to stay. Please.
You charge into the foliage.
Maximum damage.
You charge into the foliage and get stuck.
The quickest way through is your head.
Unbeknownst to you, there's just a wall of granite, like just in between. Like just yes. Hold on, I need 2 seconds.
I know I not won. But...
I'll be right back. 1 second. I'm sorry.
I know.
That was perfect. I could not be happier with that.
I can't even be mad. What is the AC of a tree, though?
It's more than a nat 1 allows for. I will say that.
It's easy to hit a tree. It's just hard to get through its hardness.
True.
That's not the problem.
The zombies are going, and they're just gonna go wham bam, thank you ma'am, on Smokey. Which I just realized I don't like what I said. I didn't mean it like that, but it sure came out that way. These other 2 zombies are judging me. They're like, bro, you made it weird.
You're worse than Carl.
Oh no!
Smokey's like, ooh, gross. But the straight D20 roll, Smokey is holding these bastards off like a hero. Like, he is genuinely being awesome. Karovis, probably his dying attack.
Okay.
His finger calls the knife in your back.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
It digs deeper, doing another 3 piercing damage. He then swings with his scimitar. It, like, cuts through, but it doesn't hurt, and it doesn't do any damage, because his swing is so weak at this point. He's using the last of his mythic power to do 1 final primal strike. 14. He swings down, and, like, with his other hand tries to go through, and it's just, he's just got no energy. The light is fading from his eyes. Evan! Evan takes a double move action to meet up with Hecht.
Yep, I actually mapped it out a little bit.
And apparently he brought Carl.
Carl, why are you bringing that zombie corpse along?
He's got my foot. He won't let go.
I've got mapped out here for where he should go because he's got 30 feet of movement, and this will get him a bit closer to his best friend Bella.
Okay. Yeah, Carl's got him, actually. He's like, I didn't even realize it was there. Goblin dogs go. Well, the dog leaps and gets a nat 1.
Okay.
As it leaps, you just give me an attack.
An attack. Okay. That's that one.
I got
Whatever. I just
Yeah, whatever.
backhanded.
You know what?
Inaffectionate backhand.
Yeah, you backhand it and it falls off the cliff. And it crashes onto the beach.
I don't even look at it.
Alright, I believe that's the last dog. He did. Zerdan.
I think I'll hold my action as soon as Bella settles herself with this tree problem. Would you need any help?
It'll go faster.
Okay, I'll be right there, actually. 1 second. 1, 2, 3. And standard action to readjust Bella then?
Sure, yeah.
What do we want to say? He'll give me the help action next turn.
Yeah.
Sure, ain't another. As I pull out my dagger and like...
You chip away at the
no.
granite in between. Smokey goes.
Alright, Smokey coming up with another two-handed shovel swing. And a 3, and a 2, and a...
He swings, but he accidentally like fumbles and lets go of the shovel, and you hear it go ooh! But the shovel flies and strikes this zombie over here, pinning it to the tree and killing it.
That's funny.
Yay!
Alright, Hecht, you're up.
I'm just going to go around and just starts booking it.
Alright. Thistletop Goblin is going to give one last arrow shot at Runrua. He fires an arrow at your tail, and again, it just bounces right off the hide.
That major armor shield combo pulling in work.
Yes. Yep.
It really is.
Absolutely needed.
Runrua, you're up.
Okay. Is this the time where I can rip his head off?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Do you want to rip his head off, or do you want to throw him over the edge?
Oh, I want to rip his head off. So I think we're just gonna go full claw attack while I have him bound in my tail. Of course there's a nat one on one of them.
Not just a nat 1, but also a nat 1 on damage on that nat 1.
Tell you what,
claw, though.
That second claw.
Yeah.
Alright, you attempt to slash downwards. Kurovis summons one last burst, like his dying gasp. He knocks your tail aside and your hand at the same time. He draws a scimitar, and seconds before it pierces your heart, your other hand slices and just goes clean through his throat, and his head is on by inches of skin. He grasps at his neck and then chokes and falls on the floor dead.
Good.
As he does, his body bursts with a shower of golden light, and the other zombies drop.
Oh, jeez.
Bella,
Mm-hmm.
your pendant glows hot as you absorb all of the mythic power that Kurovis had.
All of it?
All of them? Yes. You get 10 wrath points from him.
Okay.
The other goblins, seeing Kurovis die, will attempt a retreat. Ranrua, you can attempt an attack opportunity.
Yes. My claws are already out, so we'll go there. Okay, that's probably not hitting.
Let the Rangers have an attack of opportunity.
Yep, straight D20 for the Rangers. The Rangers start firing, and the Commando and Dog Slicer drop their weapons and panic run back to the fortress. The Dog Slicer will die. I'll say the Commando is getting away, unless Shaylee can hit him.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, and she does.
Yay.
27 and 23. I think she got him.
So
Fantastic.
that means that Bella get both of those wrath points as well?
Correct.
All right.
All right, up to 23.
All right, you got 23 wrath points.